On the morning of June 24th, I had a dream. It revealed an amazing future for a particular cryptocurrency, maybe even two. What I share could lead you to add a new coin to your portfolio or buy more if you already have some. Before we get into the details, remember, I am not a financial advisor and you are responsible for your own financial decisions. On Tuesday morning, I dreamt that a particular cryptocurrency was being bought up. I watched as people actively place orders for the last bit of this token's remaining supply. I'm talking a literal few shares left. The only thing I saw in the dream that identified this cryptocurrency was the color pink. No logos, just pink. And not a little bit of pink like the Shiba Inu logo, but a mass of pink. I woke up from the dream and immediately thought about a coin whose logo fits this description. It was a cryptocurrency that my friend encouraged me to buy back in April. On April 9th, my friend shared a dream with me. She said,
"The Lord showed me a dinosaur. He gave me the understanding that it was a velociraptor, even though it didn't actually look like one. When I woke up, I was asking him what the dream was about, and I felt impressed to look into a token with the same name. I didn't find one, but then I looked up Velo, following the pattern of other crypto tickers, and found it. Just couldn't figure out how to buy it. Then, it jumped about 30% in the weeks following. I thought I'd missed the boat, so I just allowed myself to forget about it. Until last night."
So she found this token named Velo. She even found someone in the community speaking positively about it. Because I trust her, I purchased some on April 10th. If you're curious about how to get some, you can watch my How to Buy WikiCat video. I use the same process that I outlined in that video, but for Velo. Wiki and Velo are on the same network, so the procedure is exactly the same. After I purchased it on MetaMask, I immediately transferred it to my Coinbase wallet. As I've mentioned before, I am cautious about MetaMask. So jumping back from April to earlier this week, I had forgotten about my Velo buy until my pink dream on Tuesday. When I woke up from the dream, Velo is all that I thought of. I began planning this video and working on the thumbnail when all of a sudden, Flare popped into my head. I don't own any Flare, so maybe that's why it didn't cross my mind when I first had the dream. Flare is just as pink as Velo. These logos even look similar stylistically. I instantly contacted our resident Flare expert, Kelly, at BeliefBag. I shared my dream with her, and here's her response.
Marcus, as soon as you said pink, my brain went immediately flare, flare. Wow, thank you so much for sharing that with me. There, it is so hard to explain all the benefits of Flare Network, but the decentralization, I mean, when you look at other networks and you know that the data that the network provides for, like smart contracts, all of that has to be purchased from a centralized source. But Flare Network is data is going to be like gold in the future. It is a decentralized data is going to be like gold, I guess I should say. And what Flare Network has built into it at the blockchain level is these data oracles that bring in this decentralized data and is able to share it with blockchains. It's able to pull data off the internet and be able to validate it and share it with other blockchains, and they will pay for that data in the future. But the cool thing about the network is that the security. I mean, every asset has to be backed by Flare tokens, stablecoin, and the asset itself. It locks it up and then it gives that asset smart contract capabilities. Well, the amount of Flare that's going to be needed to be locked up is going to be insane. I mean, insane. And I know people say, oh, this blockchain, that blockchain, and everybody's got their blockchain. But Flare was truly given to me by God. I mean, the date, July 13th, was given to me, and that's the date that Flare launched live. And then the next July 13th, that's when XRP was deemed not a security. There is something here, Marcus, and I think it's going to be absolutely huge plus the safety of the bridges. I mean, there's billions of dollars stolen in centralized bridges just crossing from one blockchain to the next. These bridges are insured by the Flare token and other assets too. So, I mean, there's multiple layers of security of your asset when using Flare. There's so much to it that I can't even put it into words, what this blockchain is going to be used for. But just talking that locking up Flare network, the total value locked is going to be absolutely huge, which to me means that we're getting Flare at a steal price right now. So I am so glad to hear that it's possible that Flare was a part of your dream, because I'm telling you, there is something here, and I can't wait till it's all unfolds for us, but it's going to be a security for us in the future, having this token, but also having this network. Thanks for sharing, Marcus. I hope you have a wonderful day.
My dream said that a pink token would be bought to virtual completion. Flare is closer to that mark than Velo, but both of these tokens have been spoken of positively and prophetically. So I think it's time for me to finally buy some Flare. I'll probably add a little bit more to my Velo holding as well. You'll have to go to the Lord and see if you're led to buy either. Do your due diligence and research these projects. Let me know if you've heard of Velo before. What are your thoughts on either of these two currencies? Do you own any or plan to? Consider blessing me by clicking the like button. And if you want to follow the process I used to buy Velo, watch this video next.